Now on this part, we're going to hardcode the data on the controller side, and then we're going to pass this data using the model, which was like the first method that we talked about. So here in the URL controller, we're going to hardcode some data that would normally be returned from a database, but let's call this like fake DB data. And in here, I'm just going to create a list. So I'll just type in here var list of URLs, or maybe all URLs is equal to, and then a new list of the URL. And then inside this URL, or inside this list, I'm just going to type a new URL, which is going to have the ID 1. The original link is going to be, let's say, is equal to, and then HTTPS is going to be link1.com. The short link is going to be just, let's say, SH1. The number of clicks is going to be 1, and the user ID is going to be, let's say, 1. Now let us add one more. So a new URL. This is going to have an ID of 2. So I'll just copy these parts or these properties, paste them in here. Change the ones to 2. And then copy it one more time. Paste it in here and change the value in here to 3. And I'll just press Ctrl Shift dot to select the 2s, and then simply press 3. It's going to replace all the values at the same time. Now in here to the view, we are going to pass some data now, and we're going to pass all these fake URLs. So I'm just going to pass them in here as a parameter. And then we have said that we need to go to the index.c#html and in here define the model. So the model for this view is going to be a list of URLs. Now down here on the table body, now we want to iterate through all the URLs and create table row for each object. And then for each object, we are going to use the property value to show it to the users. So inside tBody, just going to use add, and then for each, let's say var URL in the model, which the model in this case is the data that is passed in the controller of type list URL. And then inside here, we're going to use the table row. Just cut and paste it in here. Now, instead of hardcoding the value 1, the value is going to come from the controller. So url.id or at url.id. Then we're going to have the TD, which is going to be url.original link. And then we are going to have url.shortlink. And then in here, the number of clicks. Then in here, the user, but for now, we are just going to show the user ID. Now let us save the changes and let us run the app. In here now, if we go to all links, you are going to see that we get all this data. But now in this case, all the data is being passed from the controller to the view, and it's being rendered to the view using a for each loop. The button up here, when you click that button, it does redirect you to the home page.